Registration Act earlier this week, superheroes around the country are being forced to choose a side. Do they register with the government to uphold the law, or become part of an underground resistance movement? So far...
Can you believe this is really going down? The act kicks in at midnight, but word is S.H.I.E.L.D's gonna be here sooner than that, taking signatures. Or prisoners. I want to talk to Cage about it, but he's too busy arguing with Mr. Fantastic over there. Maybe you can break into their little powwow and get some sense out of him.
Security, prepare to receive inbound S.H.I.E.L.D. contingent.
Alright, let's do this.
Things don't get out of hand.
Understand your skepticism, Luke, but you have to believe me. I've crunched the numbers, and we absolutely can't rebel against the government on this. If we do, the consequence...
Can't be any worse than burning the Constitution.
You're exaggerating. This is a temporary measure. Once things settle down...
I ain't buying it, Reed. And I can't believe somebody as brainy as you would.
Oh, hello. Good timing. Perhaps you can talk some sense into Mr. Cage here. He and Iron Fist seem determined to get arrested.
He's the one who needs a reality check. But good luck getting anywhere with that.
You have reached the boss. Hey, good times, huh?
Number generator. What? Oh, then I do check.
I can. The government's always wanted to take us down a peg. Now they see their chance. But Cap showed us what we need to do. And you sound naive. Between you and me, I hope so. I have no intention of registering. And we're gonna need a leader.
Okay.
Traitors. That's what they called the Founding Fathers when they defended themselves against a corrupt system. Look, personal freedom is what Cap's fighting for. This is your choice to make. I know which way I'm going. Hopefully you do too.
Are you sure you can get us to Cap without leading them right to him?
Got it covered. You just stick with me.
But what about the rest? How can we convince...
They're gonna have to make their own choice. Stark, Richards, and Songbird are obviously a lost cause. But maybe... Well, well, speak of the devil. So you folks made up your minds yet? From what I hear, they ain't gonna give you much more time to sit on the fence. I ain't no government puppet, and I assume you feel the same way. There are worse things you could do than risk jail time to do the right thing.
A young Stamford victim today praised Congress's swift action on passing the Registration Act.
Glad to hear it. We're gonna need some real heroes to get through this thing. With Cap in charge, as long as it takes. Cap took out a squad of those losers without breaking a sweat. I bet you could do the same. Anyway, think it over. But like I said, you better hurry up.
Hey, you come to a decision yet? For now, yeah, it is. Stamford would never have happened if superheroes had proper oversight. We already trust them with the cops and the military. Bottom line, we need checks and balances. Otherwise, more kids are gonna get killed. No one's got a better reason to be paranoid than I do. And I'm telling you, this is the way it's gotta go. Technically, that's true. But someone supervising their actions could have saved those innocents. Look, I can't make the decision for you. Just remember, we're supposed to protect people. Signing up for training and accountability is the best way to do that.
We'd like to hear what you have to say.
And so, in a worst-case scenario, we'd find ourselves in the equivalent of a superpowered civil war.
Heroes so busy fighting each other, the criminals get a free pass.
Exactly. That's where you and the Thunderbolts would come in, Melissa. We need you to help S.H.I.E.L.D. keep crime under control while we focus on... Oh, hello again. I'm glad to see you're not going off half-cocked like Luke, Danny, and Eli over there seem to be. We need cooler heads to prevail at a time like this. There's morality and there's practicality. I may have personal issues with the act, but I also have hard evidence that if we rebel against it, the entire world's future will be imperiled. So, there's really only one sane choice here. I'm not saying the SRA is evil, but going down a path we know leads to disaster would certainly be irresponsible and foolish. I'm not sure that's been determined. Incarceration, most likely. Those who violently resist might accidentally be harmed. I'm not in charge of that, of course, but that's what I'm hearing. Not a pleasant thought. I wish I could spend more time with you, but unfortunately, there's a lot to do. Talk to you soon.
It's kind of a dick.
All superhumans, the Registration Act is in effect. You are now required to meet with Commander Hill and register your identity with S.H.I.E.L.D.
I'm glad to see you're willing to meet with me on civil terms. Once you register, I'm sure we'll have a productive relationship. The paperwork is right here. Step up and sign, please. Because it's the law, and because if you don't, we'll drop you so fast your super little heads will spin. So, what's it gonna be, heroes? Just sign up here and you'll be bona fide law enforcement agents. You're not looking to start trouble, are you?
Unfortunately, no.
Smart move. I'm glad to see you're going through with registration. Congratulations on making the right choice, heroes. The only one you really had. I'll look forward to working with you.
No! How could you? Cage told me I should have left with him and Iron Fist, but I didn't believe you'd do this! You damn traitors!
Well, looks like your first assignment just walked through the door. Either convince that idiot to register, or take him down.
Hey, listen to Gambit, kid. This ain't worth fighting over. Let's sit down and...
Shut up! There's nothing you can say to make me join you. This is for Cap!
I'm always holding a full house. was a Cajun beatdown.
There we go.
An unfortunate introduction to government service for you. I'm sorry it had to come to that. Cage and Iron Fist refused to sign and escaped, and they're apparently not alone. I'm just glad you made the correct decision. Let's head back into the main area. We're gonna have our hands full, I expect, and I'm sure Tony will want to thank you personally once he gets back from Washington.
I don't need to tell you that you've made the right choice. You're here, and that means you understand the reality of our situation. You know what we're up against. Who we're up against. We simply can't restore the public's faith in us, while Captain America and his recruits are still playing by the old rules.
SHIELD is going to use their expanded authority to keep supervillain activity in check. That leaves us with responsibility for dealing with the rogue heroes.
We need to act decisively to end this fast. We have a few leads, and may be close to identifying one or more locations being used as hideouts by the rebels. Come back here later. By then, we should have something more solid.
I hate that it's come to this, but we have a job to do. We'll reconvene at the briefing station when you're ready.
One superhero has refused to take a side in a registration controversy. The Fantastic Four's Benjamin Grimm, aka The Thing.
That's gonna be it.